Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new to my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Mike, and this is my 2021 Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus, which I picked up in June. Having owned this car for 2 months now, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, how do you like the car? So, in today's video, I'm going to give you my honest review after 2 months of owning this car. Whether you're considering getting a Tesla or placed your order and just want some honest feedback on the car, or if you're just a Tesla fan, you're definitely in the right place. So let's begin with some of my favorite features, and then we'll touch on maybe some of the not so great features. Okay, so the first feature I want to go over is the Tesla app and phone key feature. So once you take delivery of your Tesla, you will have access to it directly from your smartphone. When you pick up the car, you'll get 2 of these, which act as key cards, but they're really just meant to be backups or for valet purposes only. One of the features of the Tesla app is that you can set up your phone to be your car key itself. So when you approach the car with your phone, the car will unlock automatically without you having to press any buttons or do anything extra. So the car is currently locked, which is indicated by the mirrors being folded in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to approach the car, and as I do so, I'm just going to grab the handle, the car unlocks, and I get right in. Okay, so the second feature that I love about this car is the interior. I love that everything is contained within the 15-inch display right in the middle of the dashboard. I love that the roof of this vehicle is one big piece of glass. It's a nice sunroof. And I love these white vegan leather seats. I know the white seats may make some people cringe, but here's my 2 cents on it. If you're someone that takes care of your cars and routinely cleans them like myself, then you really don't have anything to worry about. I keep a little portable vacuum in the car and some wet wipes just in case of any spills or accidents, but so far I've been so good. I'm personally very happy that I went with the white. Stay tuned for the 1-year review where maybe that opinion will change. We'll see. Okay, so the next part of the car that I want to talk about is obviously driving it. One of the main reasons to get a Tesla is how it drives. This car, by far, is the best car that I've ever driven and owned. I drive this car as much as I possibly can. We only take my car whenever we have to go out on the weekends, so it definitely gets a decent bit of use, especially since Monday through Thursday, I don't really drive anywhere as I work from home during the day. A couple things about this car really stand out. Obviously, I touched on the display before, but a couple things about that. I love the integration with Google Maps. I've been a Google Maps fan for quite some time, so that makes the car easily navigatable. I also think one of the main things that is definitely an adjustment, something that I really happen to like, was how silent this car is. So because it doesn't have a typical internal combustion engine or ICE engine that most cars have, there's very little noise that comes from the motor when you accelerate. It also helps that Tesla built into the new Model 3 and Model Ys a dual pane front window glass, so the glass is double the size of what a normal window would be. This definitely helps cut down on some of the road noise. Definitely makes the car seem quieter and a lot more comfortable. One of the other features that I really happen to love is the regenerative braking. It's definitely a big feature that I've never had in a car before. So the car's braking system, after you pull your foot off of the accelerator, begins to apply the regenerative braking, which slows the car down and pulls energy back into the battery. So right now I'm pulling my foot off of the accelerator, the car is slowing down, I have not touched the brake whatsoever, and it does take some time to get used to driving with just one pedal, or one pedal driving as they call it. It definitely took me some time to do that, but once you do, it really makes driving this car that much more fun and enjoyable. So obviously when doing a review of a Tesla, you have to talk about Autopilot. Now, my Standard Range Plus only has the regular basic Autopilot that the car comes with. I did not upgrade to the full self-driving mode, so this essentially is a lane keep system while also being a adaptive cruise control. So I'm getting onto the highway right now, and once I get into a safe lane, I will go ahead and put the car in Autopilot. Okay, so I'm going to engage the autopilot right now. Now the car is taken over. I can remove my hands from the wheel for a short period of time. With the autopilot, you can't not touch the wheel at all. Every so often the car will give you a notification to just lightly shake the wheel back and forth a little bit. So I tend to just sit here kind of like this, my hand on the wheel, resting and relaxed, and will basically just enjoy the ride. Now, driving this car with autopilot has definitely made it a lot more fun. I've never had a car that had autopilot or any type of feature like this, obviously, so definitely a fun feature to have. It has made highway driving that much easier, so I'm very excited about the long distance trip that I have coming up this week. Should really make it a fun and easy drive, so stay tuned for probably another video on that. But overall, I just have to say that this car has been a real pleasure to own. I can definitely say that owning an electric vehicle has been really enjoyable. I love starting every day with essentially a full tank of gas. I really love how the car drives. It's comfortable, and I can guarantee that I will not be going back to a gas car after owning a car like this. Okay, so when I thought about what I didn't like about the car, I really only came up with two things so far. The first is that the headrests on the seats don't adjust. They're fixed in this position. I know this is a pretty small thing, but I felt it was worth bringing up. The other thing pertains to autopilot. Don't get me wrong, I love autopilot, but if you're driving with it engaged and the car doesn't sense your hand shaking the wheel, it will automatically turn autopilot off, and your ability to use it will be blocked until the end of the trip or until you stop and put the car into park. I know this is a safety feature, but on a long road trip where autopilot can do 95% of the driving, having this happen could really be frustrating and cause delays. Okay, so that's my 2-month review of my 2021 Tesla Model 3. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below for more content in the future. Once again, my name is Mike. See you next time.